And wherever you are, go ahead and share tonight's episode with someone, with a friend. And if you're driving in your car, let someone know where they can hear TMG.
It's time to get on board. TMG is taking off.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to TMG. I'm your host, Travis Patton Sr. I enjoy discovering and sharing real-life moments of inspiration from everyday people. And this show is about finding moments of inspiration for our everyday lives. And look, and if you're going to tell me something, then tell me something good. Hi, everybody! Welcome to a brand new episode of TMG. I'm your host, Travis Patton Sr. Hey, guys, real quick, do me a favor. Don't forget to visit, share, and like, and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's Tell Me Something Good with a capital T. And as always, I want to give a huge shout-out to my biggest supporter, my biggest fan, my lovely wife, Nicole. Hey, girl, how you doing? I know you're watching. I know you're listening. Man, today's episode is going to be another great one that you will remember. I promise you, you will. It's going to be good. I'm just so excited that everyone has joined the show. Thank you, everybody. Come on in. Thank you. You know, if it's Thursday, then TMG is streaming. And I appreciate everyone that's joining in right now. And whether this is your very first time tuning in, your very first time listening and hearing my voice, let me take the time to tell you thank you and let you know just how much I appreciate you joining and listening to the show. And you said, well, Travis, listen, man, I've been watching and listening to your show for years now. As a matter of fact, for the 3-4 years that you've been on, thank you very much. And whether you are listening right now in the Philippines or Vietnam and Canada or the UK, wherever you are around the world, Trinidad, Tobago, Mexico, Spain, wherever you are, thank you for joining in. And whether you are watching this live right now or you're going back and you're streaming it on iHeartRadio or Pandora or Amazon Music or Apple Music, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Guys, this episode is going to be so good. You're going to say, Travis, you should have done this earlier. But here we go, guys. We're going to dive into this now. A little bit about this show. Everybody knows that this show is all about finding moments of inspiration for our everyday lives. So if you have an inspiring story that you'd like to tell and maybe come on a show, drop me an email at tellmesomething21@gmail.com. And you say, well, Travis, I know someone that has an inspiring story that would be great for your audience to hear. But I don't want to come on a show, man. I'm a little camera shy. That's okay. You can still drop us an email at tellmesomething21@gmail.com. And guess what? And you can even remain anonymous if you'd like. Yeah, that's right. So that's pretty cool. Now, everybody knows that this show has a few affiliate sponsors. Yeah, that's right. We have some sponsors here at TMG. I'm going to go ahead, play this information, get it out the way. The moment I'm due, I'm going to bring in our guest, and we're going to dive into this episode, and this is going to be a juicy one, man. It's going to be juicy. Sit right there. Thank you, everybody. Keep coming in. Keep coming in. I appreciate you. Let's get this information out the way because it's time to go. Walmart is a of TMG Tell Me Something Good podcast. Please use the special link bit.ly/Tell Me Something Good and visit our sponsor. Remember, I may earn a commission when you buy through this link. Fanatics is the place to go for all of your officially licensed sports gear from your favorite sports and sports teams. Use the special link bit.ly/tell-me-something21 and pay a visit to our sponsor today. Remember, I may earn a commission when you buy through this link.
Breaking your phone sucks. Breaking your phone, then trying to sell it online sucks. Breaking your phone, selling it online, only to find out that the money you'll only get for it sucks. Breaking your phone, selling it online for peanuts, shipping it, and finding out that you got scammed sucks. Gizmodo makes selling your phone fast, safe, and simple by paying you the highest price for your device. And with Gizmodo's free unlimited shipping and price guarantee, millions of people are starting to sell on Gizmodo. Fast, safe, simple. Gizmodo.
There you go, guys. Please visit one of our affiliate sponsors, guys. If you are going back and you're listening to this, the information will be said. So there you go. You can hear it. And also, if you are watching this right now, it's right there in the chat. There it is. There it is right there. There it is. You see it? There you go. Guys, thank you so much, guys. If you did not catch today's topic, today's title is A Moment in Time. Yeah, a moment in time. And I know right now you're trying to figure out where in the world is Travis going to go with this. What is he talking about? A stop clock, a stopwatch, or what? What is he talking about? Guys, this right here, this is a common sight for these days. Yeah, it's a common sight, man. Selfies all over the place. Somebody's taking a picture of this. This is a common sight these days. A person with their arms stretched out taking pictures. People take pictures of their pets, their homes, places they visited, and did you know people take pictures of their food? Yeah, they actually take pictures of their food. They do. I kid you not. There are all sorts of reasons that we take pictures. There are all sorts of reasons that we take pictures. It seems we find any reason to snap that picture. We find any reason to tell somebody cheese or pose. We find an easy reason to do that. We do it because it's fun. We do it because we want to share moments with others. And we do it to remember those special moments that mean so much to us. A lot of people have hundreds, if not thousands, of photos on their mobile devices. Pictures are a way to preserve a moment. They are also a way to capture a moment before it passes as well. Now, guys, our special guest today is a photography coach. Yeah. You know I'm going to bring in a coach, right? When he's talking about this. Our special guest today, guys, is a photography coach who has made it their mission helping others understand how our memories can help us, how they can inspire us, and to help capture a moment in time. Guys, do me a favor. I want you to give a huge TMG welcome to Angela. Angela, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, everyone. Hey, Travis. Thanks for having me on the show.
Are you kidding me, Angela? I'm absolutely excited that you're here. I'm thrilled, as you can see, 100% honored that you took time out your day to join us. So thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Guys, Angela is an expert at what she does. I've seen her work. And like I said, she is a photography coach. This is going to be so good, guys. We're going to dive into this real quick. Angela, you and I, we talked before the show, had a really great conversation, and I really enjoyed what we shared. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of things from you during this time. Now, I know a lot of people, you guys, you weren't there. You didn't hear the conversation. That's good. No worries. You weren't there. So if you don't mind, Angela, would you briefly let everyone know who you are and exactly what a photography coach does?
Absolutely. So I'm a Southern California-based photographer and photography coach. Some personally things that drive me are travel, adventure. I love food. I'm a big foodie, and I love my family. As far as being a photography coach, what I do is help people demystify complex and confusing technology and help them organize, edit, and protect their photos, because these memories are so precious. And yet some people, you lose your phone and all of those pictures you took of your kids' first year are gone. Or you're a professional photographer, but you don't have things backed up. A client needs something and oops, you can't find the original. So what I do is help people get their workflow in order, get their photography protected, make sure that they're able to access things when they need it, and tons of different ways to do that. Part of what I do is I'm also a product evangelist for a company called Mylio, and they produce a software called Mylio Photos. So this is my day job, and it really ties into what I do personally in my own business. And I help people organize their photo libraries. I help them learn how to use Mylio Photos. I host my own live streams several times a week.
Woohoo!
And I even write technical documentation for this company. So I do a ton of stuff for that too. So kind of crossing the barrier and helping people get a wrangle on their technology and understanding it is really kind of what I do best.
Awesome. So what you do, you offer a service that not only helps people to get acclimated to their technology, but shows how that doing that can help with their photos. But it's more than just photos. Yes. You guys going to get this. It's more than just photos. You're helping people to organize their memories. And when you help people organize their memories, what I hear you really say, Angela, you're helping people to organize their thoughts.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
because you can have a random collection of pictures, and those pictures represent moments. And you can have a birthday party here, you can have an anniversary over there, and they're just kind of everywhere. And a lot of times our minds are scattered, and we're trying to memorize or remember what this event was. Remember what this event was. Now, thoughts and minds are scattered. What I hear as a photography coach, even though you're helping people to arrange technology in those photographs, you're really helping people to arrange their thoughts and their thought pattern and how they think and organize their memories. And guys, this is going to be good. Watch me. This is going to be good. I'm going somewhere with this. You're helping people to organize their memories, because if you can help a person organize their memories, you can help them with their cognitive thinking.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. It's it's one of those things but when you first brought that up, I hadn't really consciously thought about that. But when I look at my work and I think about how it's impacted me and how I hope my work impacts other people when I take my pictures, first of all, it helps people slow down and see the world a little bit differently. So it kind of rewires your brain to notice details that you haven't seen before. But also the process of slowing down, taking pictures, and then if you're getting into the process of editing and organizing, you're seeing that picture over and over again. And it's cementing all those little tiny details in your mind.
Right.
And it just helps spark that recall. So like I can see a picture of a specific pier here in Southern California. Like I've photographed all different piers. I love the beach. I love landscapes. And after going through and kind of studying, and I didn't really consciously do this to go, I want to make sure that I know that this type of pier has this kind of pilings and this kind of view.
Right.
But I can, after studying these pictures and just going through and doing my process, I can be like, that's Scripps Pier in La Jolla. That's Pismo Beach. I know exactly where these different piers are just because you start studying these details and it slows you down, and it does rewire those pathways in your brain to see the world in a really different way and help you remember things.
Guys, let me help you guys out. Studies have been done, actual studies, medical studies have been done that shows pictures can help improve a person's memory. It can help them help improve their memory. Having them to recall certain things and how it'll bring that recall back to them. So a lot of times what Angela says, what she does is more than just looking at a picture. So the next time you look at a picture, what you're doing is you're rewiring your mind. A lot of times when people begin to forget things, nobody remembers a phone number now. Nobody remembers a phone number. A phone remembers technology remembers all those things for us. But having those pictures that allow us to recall certain events, and it's not just the event that we recall. We actually begin to our minds. Let me help you guys out. Let me get a slice of bread to you. When you look at a picture, your mind doesn't look at the picture. Your mind, like Angela said, you look at the details, but your mind also recalls the emotion.
Absolutely.
Your mind will remember the emotion of what took place. And a lot of times what helps people or people who are aging, what they do is they give them pictures of things they had before to help them remember not just the moment, not just that detail, but that emotion. And a lot of times those things are very important. And we like to think as humans sometimes, Angela, we're almost robotic. We don't have any emotions. We don't remember anything, but those pictures say otherwise. Now, we discussed how photography holds a moment in time for us to remember. And it does. You take a picture of food, you take a picture of your dog jumping or a child doing something funny. You take like you mentioned, we talked about before the show, my grandson Amir, that we probably got thousands of pictures of him doing silly kid things, right? So they hold a moment in time for us. That's all we want to do. And it's clear to see through your pictures, and we're going to look at some of her work later. It's clear to see that your passion is in your photography. Things that you do, you see it's clear there. And it's almost as if when I look at your pictures, and it's not just your pictures, but when people take pictures, it's almost as if you are trying to save a moment in time. Like when I look at your picture, I'm like, yeah, but I see your picture, Angela, but there's something you're trying to save. I know there's something deep down that you are trying to save. There's something that sparked all of this. You didn't just wake up one morning and go, no. There's something, Angela, that sparked this. And you said, you know what? I'm never going to miss another moment again. I'm never going to miss a moment like that again. I'm never going to have to fake myself to have to try to remember that again. I'm going to do something, because when I look at your pictures, what I see is an individual who says, I'm never going to miss a moment like that again. I may never get a chance like that again. And whenever we take pictures, that's what we're saying. We're saying, I may never get this chance again. I don't want to miss this moment. So when I look at your pictures, it's almost as if you are trying to save a moment in time that you haven't told anybody about, that you haven't shared with anybody. So let me ask you this. Is there a moment in your life in which you are trying to capture and hold in time? Because all your pictures, to me, they tell a different story. They tell a deeper story. They tell a story of an individual who says, I'm not going to miss anything important again.
Well, I think there's no one single experience that really spurred this. It's more of a collection of experiences. You go through life and you realize the impermanence, you realize the fragility of it.
Yeah.
And that these individual experiences, whether it's this big trip to Europe or maybe you got to go eat at this nice restaurant across town, that may never happen again.
Right.
So I want to preserve those moments. And it kind of, as I was thinking about that particular question, it brought me back to a quote that I found on a piece of paper in my grandma's sewing room when we were cleaning out her sewing room after she passed. And she was very, very special to me. We were really close.
Sorry to hear that.
And yeah, it was several years ago. So it's, but I was lucky enough to where I knew her as an adult. I was able to be a friend with her as an adult, not just as a child. So that was really super special. But she had this quote written down on a piece of paper that I found. And it's a quote from Emily Dickinson. And it said that it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. And I feel like that really encapsulates a lot of why I take pictures, is because this moment, whatever it is, whether that's photographing the dew on the lawn outside because it's a really peaceful, still morning, or photographing my cat's antics, or all these different things. You just never know if something like that's ever going to happen again, and that photograph preserves it. And you can go back to that, and generations after you can go back to that. And photography is just so incredibly powerful in that, especially like you were mentioning, when people get older. I've seen how dementia and Alzheimer's can affect people. It's horrific, but photos take them back. It's a moment where they identify with that emotion of what happened, where they were, what people looked like at that moment in time. And it creates a touch point and connection.
Absolutely. That's what we're talking about. It's a moment in time. And with photography, and you guys, you can look at, have you ever seen a picture, whether it was someone standing next to the flag and they're saluting, and you get inspired, and something, that feeling comes over you, no matter what it is. It could be a picture of a child, or a picture of your favorite food, or your favorite place, and your mind begins to wander, your mind begins to move and begin to think. That's the power of a moment. And a lot of times, and I'm going to throw this in here because I am. A lot of times, Angela, all we really need is the power of a moment. All we need is a moment to spark us. A lot of times, we want a lot of people to back us up. A lot of times, we want a lot of people to like us, and a lot of people to. Sometimes you don't need all of that. A lot of times, all you really need is one moment to inspire you. All you need is one moment to get you going and keep you going. Each photographer that takes a picture, all but them, when they take that picture because something has inspired them at that moment. And a lot of times, a lot of us, we're looking for inspiration. That inspiration is going to have to come from somewhere. It could just come from one moment in time. Yeah, just one moment in time can make you get up and say, you know what? I think I can do this. You know what? I remember what my mom said. I remember what my uncle said. I remember this. You know what? Let me just get up and have this one moment in time, Angela, can change a lot of things. Yeah, a person can look at a picture, Angela, and say, you know what? I think I'm going to make a different decision today. They can look at a picture and say, you know what? I think I'm going to go this way today. That moment in time can change a lot, and it can begin to create those new neural pathways in our brains, in our minds, that start saying and functioning just a little bit differently. And to your point, a lot of people who have Alzheimer's, what they do is they begin to give them pictures of things they would recognize, pictures and moments and events, because they begin to lose connection with the present. So in order to bring them back to the present, they give them pictures to help restore those things and restore that part of their mind. So maybe you just need to remember how good things are. Maybe you just need to remember how good. The next time you try to forget, maybe you just remember how good things are. Taking and viewing photographs can actually help, like I said, improve memory. There have been actual studies that show how viewing and taking photographs can help improve our neural pathways. See, Angela, she read my mind already. It's in our minds because we begin to pay attention to different details. You said that earlier. Get to pay attention to different details. But it's not about just the photograph. It's the emotion that we can relive or recapture in that experience. Now, I got to ask you this because I'm really curious. How does this play a part in what you do? You decide to photograph, like you just photograph different things. So how does, I want to relive that moment. I want to relive that emotion. How does that play a part in what you decide to photograph?
That's a really great question. And I photograph a ton of different things. I am not genre specific in my photography. If you go to my website, the most recent blog post up there, you're going to see surf photography. I'm not a surf photographer. You're going to see some bird photography. I'm not a bird photographer. I don't typically do portraits, but I love to do street photography. I love to travel and do adventure. It's really capturing the world around me and preserving those moments that, strike me as different and unique and beautiful in some way. It's usually just something that catches my eye and I go, there's something there. It can be color,
Right.
It can be shape, it can be shadow, it can be, so certain way lines are pointy. There's just so many different little things when you slow down and you look that you go, there's something here. And that really can change my whole day because I can be in a foul mood about something and I just slow down and I can look around me and go, okay, there's something beautiful. There's something beautiful. Or if I'm going back through my collections, the same thing. You can be having a bad day, go back through your photos and go, you know what? My life is blessed.
Exactly.
Today might be hard. Tomorrow might be even harder, but my life has overall been blessed. And you can find beauty everywhere you look. Like I even have pictures in my collection from when, family members were in the hospital and I was sitting there studying the patterns in the textures on the floor.
Wow.
So you find these little pockets of creativity and it can soothe your soul and do so much for you.
Guys, I don't know if you caught that what she just dropped. She said, life may be hard, but I am blessed. Yeah, I know right now there are some people listening, Angela, who can say that. Life may be hard, but I am blessed. Matter of fact, do me a favor. I know you're watching this. Go ahead and put that in chat. Life may be hard, but I am blessed. Yeah. And a lot of times, Angela, we just need to take a moment. You said when you take your photographs, it causes you to slow down and take another look. Yeah, it was tough, but slow down and take another look. I know things can be difficult. Life can be difficult. Things can come at you from all sorts of sides in all sorts of ways, but slow down and take another look. Sometimes, Angela, all we need to do to see things from a different perspective is slow down and just take another look. I know it may not look the way you want it to look. And at first time, there are things, I'm sure, Angela, I'm sure there are things that you were looking at that initially, after you took that photograph, when you first saw it, you didn't see anything in there. You didn't see anything worth taking. But after you slowed down and you took another look, it came out to be a great photograph. And all I'm saying, everyone, is there are things that we deal with every day in life, Angela, but all we need to do is slow down.
Absolutely.
And take another look. Man, I told you guys this was going to be good. You thought I was just talking about pictures? You know me better than that. You know me better than that. This is absolutely amazing. Learning so many life lessons just by taking photographs and just by the action of doing that. Learning so many life lessons, slowing down, taking another look at things you want to give up on, things you want to quit on. There are things, Angela, you wanted to walk away from and say, you know what? Let me take another look at that. And you took a picture of it. And you're like, man, and then it impressed you at how good it is.
Yep.
What are we waiting to be impressed by if we slow down and take another look? Have you ever viewed your photographs as a tool? Most people, it's always just a picture. But have you ever viewed your photographs as an actual tool to help people to slow down, taking a look, can help people, remember different things? Have you ever viewed your photographs as a tool?
Yeah, actually I have. So I've been told many times that, so they've taken a look at my pictures and they're like, I've been to this place more times than I can count. I never saw that view. There's one picture in particular that jumps out in my mind. It's in Balboa Park in San Diego. It's one of the most beautiful places in San Diego. And it's got all this gorgeous architecture. And I found this one vantage point that's, it's like 6 feet off of where people are normally walking. And I turned around and I captured this view. And I've had several people tell me, like, I've never seen that perspective before.
Wow.
And I've had that from different people on different shots that I've taken. And it's like, I never saw that detail there. And I've walked past that every day for my life. And I love that because people don't realize those little bits of beauty that are around them every day. And that's that slowing down bit. And if I can, through my pictures, cause somebody to pause and look around and just kind of absorb those details, I think that's really powerful. And it's a really neat thing to be able to share with people who look at my photos.
Absolutely. It absolutely is a great way. And you think about it, it's a great way to meet someone that you normally wouldn't meet. It's a great way to have a conversation with someone you normally wouldn't have a conversation with. It's a great way to build a bridge. It's a great way to build a bridge. So that's pretty cool. As a photography coach, I know you're a photography coach. So as a photography coach, what is some information that you provide to your clients or those who need your services?
So probably one of the biggest things that I work with people on is protecting their photo libraries, because our photos, our memories are so incredibly precious. And a lot of people only have them in one place, and that might be in the cloud, or that might be on an external hard drive. And what I aim to help people do is to get all of those things into a single library, to be able to find them when they need them, and then to be able to back them up and get them protected. I'm a big fan of the 3-2-1 backup scenario, which is you have 3 copies of your data on at least 2 different types of media.
Okay.
And at least one of them offsite. So the cloud is awesome for that. But the cloud is only one place. A lot of people are like, hey, my stuff's in the cloud. It's safe. That's only one place. And if that particular company, that storage that you're using, maybe they have some sort of failure, or they have some sort of, attack or something. If that's the only place where your pictures live, they're gone. So you want to have at least the 3 copies of your stuff. And the second part of that is to help people automate that process, because we're all human. We get busy. And if you have to push a button once a week to do that, you're probably going to forget. You're going to put it off. You're going to be like, that's on my list. Let me do it tomorrow. Let me do it tomorrow. Automate the process. There's a lot of different ways you can do that to keep that backed up.
Absolutely.
And that way you have, if your computer crashes, you have everything on an external hard drive. If your house is, God forbid, broken into and everything's stolen, you have that copy in the cloud.
That's correct.
So, having those contingency plans in place to make sure your stuff is safe is probably one of the biggest things that I work on with my customers, getting those things set up. And then from there, helping them get it organized and being able to add important details to pictures. Like if they're working with, like, say, scan family photos, adding important dates, adding important information, because those details for the next generation are so important. They're not going to know who's in that picture with your grandparents. So anything from start to finish, talking about your pictures you take today, pictures from family history, getting all of that organized and be able to find it and be able to enjoy it.
I actually was about to say that a lot of people utilize family albums. Mm-hmm. And usually it's one person that has a family album. And if that one person misplaces that family album, then all the pictures are gone. Yep. Or if there's a family squabble over who gets the album, then it's gone. I'm with you on that one. Whoa, my eyes roll just like yours.
It happens, though.
I'm with you on that one, Andrew. Yeah, buddy. But having that backup so you'll know future generations, it's a way to preserve information for future generations. See, guys, I told you this stuff is good. I told you. What are some of your favorite things that you took a photograph of? I know you're not a genre photographer, but what are some of your favorite things that you took photos of?
So my travels and my adventures, whether that's something just going out for a couple hours here in my local area, whether that's a bigger trip that I get to go, like later this year, I'm going to the Eastern Sierra Nevada to photograph fall colors, like big things like that, or going overseas. Okay. Any kind of little, big or little adventures. So cityscapes, landscapes. If I'm in a city, street photography, photographing the interactions of the locals and telling that story is a lot of fun. I also cherish these pictures that I capture of my family, my husband, my parents, my cousins, all of these people who are super important in my life. Those pictures are so incredibly important, especially when big life events happen. You want to be able to find those pictures really fast. And then just for the fun of it and to keep life happy and light, I have 2 hilariously adorable cats that are always getting into trouble. And my cell phone is full of pictures of cats.
Oh, it sounds like your cats are a mix of Heathcliff and Garfield. And I know some people don't know that, but there you go.
Yeah, that's actually pretty true.
Oh my God. So it sounds like you're constantly running behind them. Heathcliff, Garfield. What are your cats' name?
McAllen and Glenlevitt.
Yeah, there you go. Close enough. See.
So, are you by chance a Scotch drinker?
No.
Okay, so they're both 2 different kinds of Scotch. So, any Scotch aficionados in your audience will realize that maybe we like to have a wee dram every now and again.
So there you go. 2 troublesome cats in her life. Yes. I gotta ask you this though, because your services sound phenomenal. Because like we mentioned, and we kind of trailered that it's not just pictures you're taking, it's not just photographs you're helping people with. You're really helping people to organize their thoughts, organize their mind and memory, and help build those neural pathways again. If someone wanted to reach out to you, how can they contact you? And do you also offer virtual coaching sessions? Because you're in California.
Yes. Yeah, I help people. I've helped people all over the world, and I can do one-on-one coaching sessions with people if they want help with that stuff from me directly. So you can find me personally at angelaandrew.com. And I believe that's going to be in the show notes, the link there. Because my last name is spelled very uniquely. It's Angela, Andreaux. You can also find me on Instagram, and that's at Andrew, ANGANDRIEUX. And then if you want to learn more about Mylio Photos, the software that I use to do all of my organization, you can go to mylio.com. And we have a discount code for the audience here. If you enter TMG at checkout, you're going to save 15%. So that's pretty cool.
Whoa. My listeners love free stuff and they love stuff that we get stuff off. So you mean to tell me we visit this website right here that's on the screen and enter in TMG, you get 15% off.
Correct.
Guys, write this down. And for those who are not watching, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. It is https:// Mylio.com. Mylio.com, and that's MYLIO.com. Again, https:// Mylio, MYLIO.com. On checkout, enter TMG for 15%. And do you know everybody's trying to save money these days? And you tell me you give a way to save money?
I do everything I can to help people save money.
We are happy to save money. Angela, Let me just put that out there. We are happy to save money. We're not shy about saving money. Not one bit. Guys, you got to put that in there. And here is her website information. Matter of fact, I'm going to do one better than that, Angie. I can one up on that. This is your website right here.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that technology. I went through here and saw your portfolio, and I was looking at some of these different pictures. Look at this. These are absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
And guys, here's the Eiffel Tower. We just went and dominated in the Olympics. I'm just gonna say that we just did. We did. So
USA.
Yeah, I know. We just dominated everybody. Left everybody with their mouth hanging open. There it is, guys. Look, this is beautiful. These pictures. So you kind of go in this portfolio. You can kind of choose here. I know there's people who love animals, so let's kind of go through the animal portfolio. Oh, I love that one. That was my favorite. I was looking at this earlier. Well, matter of fact, last week. And I love the tree frog. I don't know why.
Cool? He was so photogenic and he just posed so nicely.
I don't know why I like tree frogs so much, but they look so cool. I think it's just the orange against the green.
Yeah.
I think that's what does it for me. The orange. Look at this horse over here, man. I love that. These are absolutely beautiful pictures, guys. Let's look at some more here. Oh, I saw one earlier that I was looking at Desert Beauty. Yeah, I love these pictures in the desert. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Guys, these are so great. I got some of these pictures here. I'm gonna bring them up over here, guys. Wait, that one. Here we go. I got to get my tree frog guy. There you go. You know I had to get him. I told you I just like tree frogs. I don't know why. But there you go, guys. Some of those wonderful, wonderful pictures by Angela. This just absolutely amazing. Angela, guys, we don't want to hold everybody, but Angela, I want to thank our very special guest, Angela, for being here with us today. Angela, do me a favor. There's somebody watching right now. There's somebody that's listening right now, and they want to capture a moment. They want to reclaim a moment in their mind, in their head. They want to do that. What is one thing, or somebody maybe they want to do photography? Who knows? This show's heard all around the world with all kinds of people who may be interested in doing what you're doing. What is one thing that you would like to say to encourage someone who's listening that may feel they are forgetting important moments in their life?
The thing I would like to tell people is if you have a cell phone, you've got a camera.
See?
So I had somebody recently tell me, well, I don't have a camera. And I was like, yeah, you do. So get out your phone, learn how to use the camera and then play with the settings a little bit. Do yourself a favor, wipe off the little lenses on the back, make sure those are clean. That's going to give you a much better quality image. And then just start taking pictures. Pause, look around, and slow down and just start capturing things. Now, the first pictures you take are probably not going to be masterpieces, but the more you challenge yourself to look and slow down, you're going to get better. You're going to get better images. You're going to be like, hey, let me try that from a different angle. Let me try this with a little bit different light. And your photography is going to grow and improve. Later on, if you want to get a dedicated camera, there's lots of them out there. There's a lot of great ones, but the phone is one we always have with us. And even though I have a big camera, which I love, my cell phone, my iPhone is always with me and I'm always shooting with it. So there's no limitation these days to be creative and anyone can do it.
There you go. Guys, in other words, what I heard, Ange, there's no excuse. That's what I heard. There's no excuse.
None.
If you want to do it, there's no excuse. Thank you so much, Angela, for joining us there. I really appreciate everything you shared. Guys, I told you today's episode was going to be one that you would remember. I told you that because I knew that a lot of us, let me just put it this way. One common thread we all share is our memories. It doesn't matter what country you're from, how old you are, your age, whatever, where you've been, or what your experiences are in life. One common thread we all share is our memories. And while we may not all share the same memories, we all have those memories we want to hold on to. Sometimes a good memory can encourage us and inspire us to go on long after the moment is over. So there you go. No matter where you are, we all want to hold on to our memories. Guys, Angela, thank you so much for being here. Guys, we got to get out of here. I know you want us to stay longer, but we got to go. I want to thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank our very special guest, Angela, for being here once again. Guys, listen, don't forget to tune in right here each week, 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, to listen to the show. Now, listen, you can also stream it on your favorite streaming platform like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and there are so many more. Guys, we got to get out of here. But in parting, as always, if you're going to tell me something, then tell me something good. I'm out of here. I got to go, y'all. Peace.